Honorary, the Governor, Province of La Union, Honorable Francisco Emmanuel PACOY Ramos Ortega III has arrived. The Ilocos region, aside from being the home of Ilocanos, is also known to be a home to numerous tribes of indigenous people. In its long history, Cordilleran traditions have been passed down from one generation to another, and many of which are still being practiced in the region today. Ladies and gentlemen, you are now witnessing a traditional form of Cordilleran dance where performers use gangsa, a single handheld smooth surface gong with a narrow rim and played with a padded stick. This dance is traditionally performed to welcome highly esteemed guests. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, the Governor, Province of La Union, Honorable Francisco Emmanuel PACOY Ortega III. He is being accompanied by a Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Rodolfo Santos Azurin Jr. for the arrival honors.
Pinuno, huwag kumain. Pinuno, huwag kumain. Baba! Pinuno, handa na po ang tanod mandalan upang libre.
Trooping the line, ladies and gentlemen, is our honorary, Honorable Francisco Emmanuel PACOY Ortega III, Governor, Province of La Union. With him is the police host, Police Brigadier General Rodolfo Santos Azurin Jr., Regional Director, and the Honor Guard Commander, Police Major Wilfredo Ariza Jr.
Tangkat! Stop! Yun, tangkat. Huwag ko nga. Ha! Sabang mga. Ha! Baba! Stop! Binuno, tapos na po ang parangal. Makinig sa bayan. Mga kasama, pinapabot ang ating buting panauing pandangal na si Honorable Francisco Emmanuel PACOY Ramos Ortega III, Governor, Province of La Union, ang kanyang taus-pusong pasasalamat sa parangal na ginawad natin sa kanya ngayong umagang ito. Kung kaya't nakipabaga, may ayatan na tayo aming awan labas na.
The arrival honors for Honorable Francisco Emmanuel PACOY Ortega III, Governor, Province of La Union, has just been concluded.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, our guest of honor and speaker, the Governor, Province of La Union, Honorable Francisco Emmanuel PACOY Ortega III. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Police Regional Office 1, the home of the citizen-friendly policemen and protectors of human rights.
please be seated, sirs and ma'am. To Honorable Francisco Emmanuel PACOY Ortega III, the beloved Governor of the beautiful province of La Union, to our Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Rodolfo Santos Azurin Jr., our Deputy Regional Director for Administration, Police Brigadier General Randolph Yapyapon Balongno, the Chief Regional Staff, Police Colonel Andre Perez Dizon, the Provincial Director of La Union PPO, Police Colonel J.R. Comigat, members of the regional staff, regional chiefs of regional support units, police commission officers, police non-commissioned officers, non-uniformed personnel, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to all. Welcome to our traditional Monday flag raising ceremony. Please rise for the mass singing of the Philippine National Anthem to be accompanied by the PRO1 band.
Please remain standing for the invocation to be officiated by Police Lieutenant Colonel Valdim Joseph A. Ocampo, Regional Pastoral Officer, to be followed by the recital of the Panunuan ng Katapatan sa Watawat ng Pilipinas, and Police Officers Pledge to be led by Police Captain Maria Aurora A. Cruz, Officer in Charge, Records Management Section, Regional Personnel and Records Management Division.
Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight. From the book of Proverbs, chapter 3, verse 5. Let us pray. Almighty God, we praise you and we thank you for blessing us with a brand new day. Thank you for sustaining our strength and for giving us this new opportunity to be of service once again to our country and to our fellow men. Lord, if ever we have offended you through our thoughts, words, or actions, we beg for your mercy and generous forgiveness. Father God, as we gather for a traditional Monday flag raising ceremony, coinciding with our distinguished visitors program, we humbly pray that you bless each one of us, that we may become effective and productive in carrying out our tasks as public servants. We also thank you, dear Lord, for bringing safe into our midst Governor Francisco Emmanuel PACOY Ramos Ortega III, to be our guest of honor and speaker, mentor and inspiration for this momentous occasion. Father God, give us the wisdom to know what is right from wrong and the courage to defend and pursue what is right. May we neither misuse nor abuse the powers entrusted to us, but rather use these opportunities in order to glorify your name and to always work for the common good. We humbly pray, dear Lord, that you help each one of us gathered here to serve our country and our fellow men in the spirit of true service, honor, and justice. Trusting in your providence and fatherly protection, we lift up to you our prayers in your holy and mighty name. Amen.
Sabay-sabay nating bigkasin ang panunumpa ng katapatan sa watawat ng Pilipinas. Ako ay Pilipino, buong katapatang nanunumpa sa watawat ng Pilipinas at sa bansang kanyang sinasagisag na may dangal, katarungan at kalayaan na pinakikilos ng sambayan ng makadiyos, makatao, makakalikasan at makabansa. Police Officers Pledge. I will love and serve God, my country and people. I will uphold the Constitution and obey legal orders of the duly constituted authorities. I will oblige myself to maintain a high standard of morality and professionalism. I will respect the customs and traditions of police service, and I will live a decent and virtuous life to serve as an example to others.
You will now be seated, sirs, ma'am. At this juncture, we will now all listen to the welcome remarks to be delivered by Police Colonel Andre Perez Dizon, Chief of Regional Staff.
To our dear guest of honor and speaker, who will formally be introduced later, and his party, led by the Provincial Risk Disaster Risk Reduction Office, Sir Goy Rolyoda, sir. The men and women of PRO1, led by our Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Rodolfo S. Asorin Jr., sir. Let us begin this new work week with God's guidance and take refuge in the words He said in the book of Romans, chapter 15, verse 13. Father, hindi kita pinakompetensya. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in Him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Today is Monday. Let us take this occasion to thank God for the brand new opportunity He has given. Despite the continuous threat of the pandemic and difficulties we face in life, we must always move forward, because every morning we wake up, we are always given two choices. That is, continue sleeping with our dreams or wake up and chase them. Today, we choose to get up and make those sweet dreams come into reality. For that matter, we got ourselves into another exciting journey, which we would begin together with a distinguished guest, a highly admired gentleman, and an epitome of public service. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Police Regional Office 1, the home of the citizen-friendly policemen and protectors of human rights. we are with you in rendering our sincere service to God, country, and people. Once again, welcome and just ti Agmina ako.
Thank you very much, sir, for that very warm welcome.
We now proceed to the presentation of award to PRO1 personnel. May we request the awardees to move forward. Citation reads, Republic of the Philippines, National Police Commission, Philippine National Police, Police Regional Office 1, Camp Brigadier General Oscar M. Florendo, Parian, City of San Fernando, La Union. Pursuant to PRO1 General Orders Awards 2020-162, dated January 6, 2021, the Medalya ng Papuri is hereby awarded to Police Lieutenant Colonel Arnold P. Solomon for his display of diligence and dedication to duty, which led in a very successful command visit of Police General Devold M. Sinas, Chief Philippine National Police, on January 3, 2021, at Police Regional Office 1, Camp Brigadier General Oscar M. Florendo, Parian, City of San Fernando, La Union. By this splendid accomplishment, concerned personnel have shown a high degree of professionalism, hereby earning credit not only for themselves, but for the whole PNP as well, is worthy of emulation and recognition. By command of Police Brigadier General Azurin Jr., Official, Andre P. Dizon, Police Colonel, Chief Regional Staff, signed, Reynaldo S. Ogay Jr., Police Colonel, Chief RPR&D.
Likewise, may we request our guest of honor speaker, Honorable Francisco Emmanuel R. Ortega III, Governor of Province of La Union, to present the awards, to be assisted by our Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Rodolfo Santos Azurin Jr., and members of the command group.
Pursuant to PRO1-GO-AW-2020-167 dated January 6, 2021, the same award is presented to Police Lieutenant Colonel Ricky P. Neron.
Pursuant to PRO1-GO-AW-2020-176, dated January 6, 2021, the same award is presented to Police Major Don A. Acacio.
Pursuant to PRO1-GO-AW-2020-177, dated January 6, 2021, the same award is presented to Police Captain Sally B. Seguaben.
Pursuant to PRO1-GO-AW-2020-169, dated January 6, 2021, the same award is presented to Police Captain Jason S. Dulipas.
Thank you, sirs, and to all our awardees, congratulations. You may now be seated. At this juncture, our Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Rodolfo Santos Azurin Jr., shall now introduce our guest of honor and speaker.
To our guest of honor and speaker, whom I will introduce later, the members of his party, Of course, our upper class, Captain Greg Panel, sir. Our classmate, the PDR-RMO of the province of La Union, Rolly Royola. Our DRDA, Police Brigadier General Lord Malonglong. Our Chief of Staff, Police Colonel Andre Dizon. Our PD of La Union, Police Colonel J. Comigan. The different chiefs of the regional staff present. The Chief NSUs, other officers, NCOs, and UPs. Other guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Before I will introduce our guest of honor and speaker, I'd like to brief our guest of honor and speaker as the chairman of the Regional Peace and Order Council of the Ilocos region. Today, I will be presenting the accomplishments of Police Regional Office 1 for the year 2020 and how we sustain police excellence anchored on the Chief PNP's trust of bolting to form a strong and united PNP. For our crime environment in the region, shown on the screen are the data on total crime incidents for 2020. A total of 13,441 total crime incidents were recorded in Region 1, reflecting a decrease of 10,003 or 43% incidents compared to the previous year with 23,444 incidents. For the total crime incidents before and during the pandemic, the number of incidents significantly decreased during the implementation of ECQ from March 17 to April 30, 2020. A drastic increase before the end of the ECQ up to GCQ from April to May 2020. Then from June till the end of 2020, the trend for total crime incidents went down steadily, which was attributed to the numerous apprehensions on violation of quarantine protocols. On peace and order, a total of 9,976 crime incidents were recorded with a reduction of 3,652 incidents, or 27% compared to the same period of 2019. Meanwhile, a total of 3,465 public index were recorded, having a decrease of 1,351 incidents, or 65% from 9,816 incidents for the same period of the previous year. Shown is the comparative index crime statistics. PRO1 recorded 1,403 for calendar year 2020, with a significant decrease of 958 incidents as compared to 2,361 in calendar year 2019. For the comparative crime clearance efficiency, 95% for 2019 and 98% for 2020. For crime solution efficiency, 82% for 2019 and a slight increase of 83% for 2020. For the La Union crime environment, for the province of La Union, comparing the total crime incidents to the same period of the previous year, there is a significant decrease of 988 incidents, or 45% on peace and order index, a decrease of 388 incidents, or 31%, while public safety index decreased by 600 incidents, equivalent to 63%. From these collaborative efforts with member agencies of the RTF-LCAP PRO1 was able to take part in drafting policies. All provinces formulated and approved provincial resolutions declaring the communist national terrorist members as persona non grata in 2,001 barangays in the entire Ilocos region. Additionally, there were 164 identified members of left-leaning organizations, rebel returnees and supporters who have already expressed their oath of allegiance to the government. On neutralization of communist national terrorists, A total of 67 communist national terrorists, composed of leaders and members, were neutralized in the region. 8 were killed during operations, 5 were arrested, and 54 surrendered to our government troops. With this, several firearms and contrabands were recovered by the government troops. On August 12, 2020, with the active participation of the LGU and various stakeholders, PRO1 successfully facilitated the ceremonial turnover of 72 former rebels in the municipality of San Quintin, Pangasinan. Said program was based on Oplan Panagsubli 2, which aims to identify, account, and reintegrate former rebels to include their supporters and sympathizers into the society. Area Clearing Validation Committee, or the ACBC, Resolution Number 04-2020 dated December 15, 2020, resolves that the ACBC of the Northern Luzon Command, or the NOLCOM, and the Directorate for Integrated Police Operations, Northern Luzon, the DIPO, Northern Luzon, affirms the Area Clearing Evaluation Board Resolution Number 02-2020 of the Joint Task Force Kaugnay, PRO1, Pro Cordillera, declaring the Committing Larangang Guerrilla South Ilocos Sur, or the KLGSIS, of the Communist Terrorist Group as dismantled. Another significant effort on the anti-insurgency campaign took place on December 28, 2020. PRO1, together with the Director of the Department of Labor and Employment Regional Office 1, and other stakeholders, initiated the awarding of livelihood projects of Department of Labor and Employment for 72 rebel returnees in Umingan, Pangasinan. A total of 1.4 million pesos financial assistance was given to the North Farmers Association of Barangay Karayungan Sur and Barangay Diaz of Umingan, Pangasinan. On the operational accomplishments of the region, for the year 2020, PRO1 conducted 1,007 anti-illegal drug operations that led in the arrest of 1,110 drug personalities. 2 suspects died during the operation, while 220 drug personalities surrendered. Relatedly, 9 marijuana eradications were conducted with a total of 12.8 million PDB value of confiscated items. On our barangay drug clearing operations, based on the ongoing validation being conducted by PIDEA Regional Office 1, out of the 3,267 total barangays in Ilocos Region, 337 are unaffected, while 2,930 are drug-affected barangays. A total of 2,163 or 74% barangays of the 2,930 affected barangays were already declared as drug-cleared barangays. Out of the 767 or 26% total affected barangays, 106 barangays are from the province of La Union, due for clearing and validation. On recovery and wellness programs for our surrenderers, out of the 40,209 drug personalities who have voluntarily surrendered, a total of 34,332 or 85.3% of them graduated in the various recovery and wellness programs facilitated by the different LGUs region-wide. On the campaign against loose firearms, a total of 422 operations were conducted that resulted in the arrest of 400 violators, 362 firearms confiscated, and 332 firearms surrendered. On the arrest of wanted persons, a total of 3,594 was arrested, broken down as follows: 3 most wanted persons with DILG reward, 382 most wanted persons from the regional, provincial, municipal, and city, and 3,209 other wanted persons were neutralized by Police Regional Office 1. On accomplishment on illegal gambling, a total of 1,508 operations were conducted, which resulted in the arrest of 5,706 suspects and able to confiscate 2.8 million pesos and 1,356 cases were filed in court. On our response to COVID-19, a total of 78,990 violators were apprehended for violations of the minimum standard health protocols, 1,830 for disobedience, and 520 were arrested for violation of curfews on the implementation of quarantine protocols in the region. For our way forward, we would like to intensify the arrest of persons and accounting of loose for the reduction of crimes. Intensify the war on drugs in the region through demand and supply reduction. Resumption of the barangay drug clearing for the remaining 767 barangays and empower the rebel returnees through the ECLIP program. We would like also to institutionalize the kasimbayanan or the kapulisan, simbahan at pamayanan para sa kaunlaran ng buong Ilocos Region. Intensify the malasakit plus kaayusan plus kapayapaan equals kaunlaran or the M plus K equals K framework, policing made simple. We will be glad on guard day and night and let our people feel the safest. Even this pandemic will not hamper us from implementing the law, provided that we follow the health protocols of the new normal. Let me present to our dear Governor our annual accomplishment report. For my next task is to introduce to you our guest of honor and speaker. Our guest of honor and speaker is a refined and devoted leader who belongs to an illustrious family. He is the eldest son of the former La Union Governor, Manuel Manoling Ortega, and was born 53 summers ago here in the city of San Fernando, the country's premier botanical city of the North. One of the biggest milestones in the political career of our guest of honor and speaker was when he received the mandate as House Representative of the Abono party list for 2 consecutive terms, from 2009 to 2016. Today, he continuously advocates and promotes the goals and objectives of Abono through responsive legislation, initiatives, programs, and projects in various parts of Region 1, most especially to his own province, his beloved La Union. Aside from being a dedicated public servant, our guest of honor and speaker actively involves himself in various socio-civic organizations and activities. He is an Army reservist with the rank of Police Lieutenant Colonel and definitely a member of PMA Makatao class of 1989. He is without a doubt a man of outstanding accomplishments, made more noteworthy by his sterling record as a dedicated public servant who believes in good governance and a practitioner of the performance governance system, which he used in steering the province into greater achievements. Under his leadership, La Union was awarded the Seal of Good Local Governance, which reflects effective leadership and good public service. The man of the hour is happily married to Abono Party List Representative Ma'am Bini Nola, and their marriage was blessed with 4 lovely daughters, namely Micaela Teresa, Gabriel Antonin, Rafael Veronica, and Samantha Uriel. Ladies and gentlemen, let's all welcome our guest of honor and speaker, the Governor of the Province of La Union and the Chairman of the Regional Peace and Order Council of the Ilocos Region, the Honorable Francisco EMMANUEL PACOY Ramos Ortega III.
Troop Commander, kindly give the tikas pahinga order. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much to the Regional Director of the Philippine National Police, Regional Office 1, my Mista, Police Brigadier General Rodolfo Santos Azurin Jr. Thank you, RD, for your kind introduction. And maraming salamat po sa inabot ninyong accomplishment report. Ako'y lubos na nagpapasalamat sa inyo. To the gallant men and women of the Philippine National Police Regional Office 1, home of citizen-friendly policemen and protectors of human rights. Magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, naimbag, abigat, kita kayo amin, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. Good morning to each and every one, and I greet you all a happy and blessed New Year. Maraming salamat. I thank Police Brigadier General Azurin for inviting me to speak today at your Monday flag raising ceremony. What opportune timing to be able to address our governance partners as we start this year full of hope and optimism. We have witnessed your contributions made manifest in the communities that you continuously serve and protect. More so, our partnership was greatly felt in 2020 as we work together to safeguard the welfare of the people. Alam ko po na very challenging itong ating nararanasan. Hindi natin sukat akalain na ito ay mangyayari sa ating panahon. Pero nangyari. At alam nyo, nung 2019 was a very good year in as far as our vision for the province of La Union is concerned. Kasi nung ako po ay nahalal noong 2016, proclamation pa lang po, I asked myself, now that I am elected as the now I'm elected as the governor of the province of La Union, sabi ko sarili ko, as the leader of the province, where will I lead my people to? Which led me to another question. Ano ba ang role ng local government unit? And I answered it this way. Sabi ko, ang role ng local government unit is to provide services to our people. How do we do that? We provide services based on the resources that we have, because we can only give what we have. And, you know, sabi ko, kunyari sa budget namin, noong 2017, we had a budget of about 1.2 billion pesos. And I told my team, sabi ko sa team ko, hanggang doon na lang ba tayo? Kasi gusto kong palakihin yun eh. Di ba? Kasi kung mapalaki natin ang resources natin, then we can give more and better services to our people. So sabi ko, kailangan magkaroon tayo ng strategy. And the strategy is to make La Union a place conducive for business, so that, we hope that investors would come in, and with that comes job opportunities, revenue generation. So, magkakaroon ng ripple effect, so to speak. And that's why we sat down and crafted a strategy. And we adopted governance tools like ISO and quality management system and the performance governance system, of which the PNP also adopted. Because we believe that what gets measured gets managed and in turn gets done. So, maganda na po yung momentum. Last year, 2019 rather, was a good year. Business was doing good, and then boom, biglang dumating ang COVID. And medyo naantala lahat. Medyo nawala nga ako sa focus, pero when I started accepting the situation, it's sabi ko nga sa team ko, the faster we accept, diba? The faster we can move on, and the faster we can also respond. So, it's about acceptance. If there's one thing I've learned in this crisis, acceptance is key. We cannot deny the fact that COVID is still there. And, it's dangerous to think that COVID is not dangerous. Diba? So, we have to accept that fact so that mas madali tayong maka-respond and faster we can move on. And nakita ko naman ang trabaho ng bawat isa sa atin, especially the Philippine National Police here in the province of La Union, here in Region 1, and for that matter, for the whole country. And today, I especially want to say thank you to all of you who continue to give yourselves in the spirit of public service. Maraming salamat po sa ating governance partners sa PNP. Thank you very much. You have my snappiest salute. I suddenly bigla ko naalala ng aking tatay kasi mula nung nag-umpisa yung pandemic, 2 beses ko lang po siya nakita. Nung birthday niya nung August, tsaka nung Pasko, nag-request yung nanay ko na magsama-sama kami kasi ako lang kung maaari gusto kong iwasan yung contact namin kasi sila nga yung sila ang based on science and based on record, yung edad po nila ang most vulnerable, especially my father who is not well. Nalala ko lang siya kasi every time I say or hear the word salute, nako-connect ko sa kanya po eh. Kasi as you well know, my father was also in the service. He was a Philippine Constabulary. In the Reserve Force, he took Masters in National Security Administration. So, nakita ko kung paano siya makipagtrabaho sa men in uniform, in the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces. And I always see him when he meets with you, he would always give his utmost respect by saluting and nakita ko rin kung paano siya magtrabaho and how he defended the men in uniform since the time when he was mayor from 1988 to 1998, became congressman 98 to 2007, and governor for 3 terms 2007 to 2016. Doon ko po nakita kung paano niya kamahal ang mga pulis at mga sundalo. And he is one person who deeply impacted my life. Kaya pinagpapatuloy ko po yun, RD, and sa inyo po lahat. That's why, kung nandito siya, I'm sure the snappiest salute would be from him. Another person who deeply influenced my life as far as in public service is concerned was my uncle Bobby Bungo Ortega, who passed away 3 years ago. Nandito yung aking pinsan, si Councilor Francisco Roberto Ortega. Siya po yung councilor ngayon sa City of Baguio na sumunod sa kanyang tatay. And nakita ko rin po how my uncle Bobby loved, respected, and cared for his men when he was in the service, even when he was out of service. So, dala ko po yun, ang aking pagmamahal, respeto, and if there's one government agency that we can really rely on, it is the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces of the Philippines. So again, maraming salamat sa inyo. Nakita ko po ever since, hindi lang sa pandemya, kundi sa nung tayo ay yung pre-COVID time. And lalong-lalo na itong COVID time, mas umangat po. Actually, while this is a challenging time, it is also an opportunity for us to be at our finest bilang public servants. Through time, our people have fully accepted a consciousness and awareness to choose peace over discord, to choose order versus over conflict, and to choose safety over vulnerability. Do you agree with me? Di ba yun naman ang gusto natin? And I always remind myself, and I want to share this with you. When I talk about the people, tayo rin po yun. We are the people. Because at the end of the day, pag uwi po natin, we are but residents and constituents of our respective communities, of our respective city, municipality, province, or region. And ang difference natin is tayo ang nabigyan ng pagkakataon to make an impact or a difference in people's lives. Balang araw, tayo rin po ay magre-retire sa service. Pagdating ng panahon, tayo ba ay magkakaroon ng kumpiyansa naaalagaan tayo at proprotektahan tayo ng ating gobyerno. Gaya ng pag-aalaga natin ngayon at pagproprotekta sa ating mga kababayan habang tayo ay nanunungkulan. I would like to think that. You know, when I talk to my team at the Capitol, sabi ko, yung ginagawa natin ngayon ay para din sa atin. So we have to step up and we have to always improve the way we do things. Because I believe that governance is dynamic and relentless. Wala pong katapusan ng trabaho. Alam ko po yun sa inyo. Dahil, tuloy-tuloy ang trabaho. Minsan walang holiday. Di ba? Nagpapalitan lang kayo dating sa duty. Kasi kailangan din natin magpahinga. Pero considering all things equal, we in government service, especially the LGUs and the police, walang katapusan. There is no comfort zone in public service. The only comfort zone that we can have is the people's comfort. Ibig ko sabihin, pag ang mga tao ay komportable, that's the time we can become comfortable. Habang hindi komportable ang ating mga kababayan, hindi po dapat tayo maging kampante at komportable. Tuloy-tuloy po ang trabaho. Personally, I appreciate and understand that the quality of peace and order in the community and the safety of the people are crucial. In fact, these are fundamental to the establishment of a social order where citizens freely exercise their civil liberties and thus pursue their economic freedom. Peace and order is the precursor, and it is primordial and fundamental. Areas for development such as social protection, business friendliness, economic competitiveness, tourism, culture and arts, financial administration, and disaster preparedness can be best appreciated when the peace, order, and safety of communities are guaranteed, preserved, and safeguarded. Naalala ko na naman yung tatay ko kasi nung siya po ay nag-umpisa sa public service when he was mayor of San Fernando. Parati niya sinasabi na for development to come and flourish, there has to be peace and order. Naniniwala din ako doon. It's basic. Kasi wala naman mag-i-invest sa isang lugar kung hindi maganda yung takbo ng peace and order. Diba? That's why yun ang naging priority program niya when he was mayor. Ako naman, ang thinking ko naman ngayon is, yes, kailangan yung peace and order ma-establish para magkaroon ng development. And then, since meron tayong development, kailangan ma-maintain yung development. Or kailangan gumawa pa tayo ng mga hakbang para magkaroon ng progress and development in the locality. Kaya yun po ang aking strategy. Because kung meron pong development at quality of life ng ating mga kababayan, doon po masusustain ang peace and order. Bakit? Kasi po, kung maganda ang buhay ng tao, ng ating mga kababayan, di ba? If they can eat at least 3 times a day, kung meron silang tahanan na tutuluyan, they can afford to send their children to school, they can afford health services, then hindi sila mag-iisip ng kung ano-anong mga bagay. Gagawa sila ng mga hakbang upang palakasin at panatiliin ang peace and order. So, yun naman po ang aking strategy as a local chief executive of the province of La Union. That's why La Union aspires to be the heart of agri-tourism in Northern Luzon by 2025. Furthermore, our battle with the pandemic prompted the provincial government of La Union to recalibrate its transformative governance strategy titled Stronger La Union, Provincial Strategy on Response, Recovery, and Local Economic Development. These rest on local economic development as the primary driver for inclusivity and stable quality of life. Safety, peace, and order are building blocks to this goal. We have utmost confidence to embark on this challenging journey and battle with the virus because we are a peaceful, safe, and orderly community. And again, thanks to the efforts of all peacekeeping units stationed in our province, La Union, and our region, Region 1. So, nagpapasalamat din po ako dito sa La Union. Manageable po yung ating laban sa pandemic. When I say manageable, it's about numbers. So gaya kanina nag-present si RD, it's all about numbers really. And kasi nga, yun na nga, what gets measured gets managed. So far, maganda naman po ang ating, hindi ko na sabihin maganda, but manageable ang ating sitwasyon. When I say numbers, yung numbers of active cases versus the number of bed capacities that we have to be able to respond to the those who have COVID. And ito po ay resulta ng teamwork. Maganda po yung concept ng whole of nation or whole of society approach. Because we cannot afford to work in silos. Diba? Dapat we have to get our acts together para po sama-sama tayo na maghanap ng suliranin para sa ating mga problema. Anyway, as a manifestation of our continuous support to Region 1 and the La Union Philippine National Police, the provincial government of La Union will be donating 2 units of ambulance, one for PRO1 and one for Lupo. Okay lang ba? RD, CD. We will donate 1 ambulance This shall strengthen our emergency support services of the police force, especially in times like this. Moreover, the provincial government is one with the PNP on its continuous pursuit to end the prevalence of illegal drugs in the country. We are working closely with the peace, health, and social sector to improve our barangay drug clearing programs, to eliminate the use of illegal drugs in the grassroots. We will also continue to provide support in the anti-criminality activities of the local police force to improve crime prevention and control, to the conduct of various trainings for law enforcement agencies, and strengthening our barangay peacekeeping action team, among others. We also align ourselves to Executive Order 70, issued by the President, providing for the whole-of-nation approach for inclusive and sustainable efforts towards attaining peace. The provincial government has planned for this year the conduct of a Servicio Caravan, Youth Leadership Summit, Peace Summit, Information Drive in vulnerable schools and sectors, and establishment of integrated territorial defense system in geographically isolated and disadvantaged areas in support of this endeavor. Of course, we take into consideration yung pandemia. By the way, I would also like to share with you that while the national government is already crafting and preparing for its vaccination plan, about 2 months ago, I already gave a directive to our team in the provincial government for us to come with our own localized vaccination plan. Kasi ang idea ko is I want us to be able to vaccinate all the residents of La Union. So again, it's about numbers, di ba? Nagawa tayo ng plan. It's about numbers. Ilan ang residents ng La Union? About 800,000. Sabihin mo ng 1 million residents. Magkano ang vaccine? Nag-range from about 300 pesos to 3,000 pesos. So, kung yun ang range niya, the province needs about 300 million pesos to 3 billion pesos. Or somewhere in between 300 million to 3 billion pesos. Okay. Pag pinayagan tayo, kasi according to the national government, sila po ang mag-purchase. But, sabi nila, we can also do that as long as we coordinate with the National Task Force and come up with a tripartite agreement with the national government and the pharmaceutical companies that we will enter into. So, ang gusto ko kasi, gusto kong ipakita kasi kaya natin gawin sa La Union. May strategy na po kaming ginagawa upang to come up with and to be able to raise funds in order for us to be to cater to our own, using our own resources. Kaya po namin yon. And after this, I'm going to the capital. Meron po kaming cabinet meeting. Our provincial health officer will present to us the draft vaccination plan for the province of La Union. So hopefully, by God's grace and with everybody's cooperation, hopefully we can be able to do that on our own dito sa province. So, okay, pag naka-purchase tayo, anong next, di ba? Siyempre, de-deliver dito. Kailangan natin ng storage. Di ba? We have, La Union has 5 district hospitals and the La Union Medical Center. We have the Ilocos Training Regional Medical Center and about 4 private hospitals, dalawang tertiary level, and yung dalawa po are primary care hospitals dito sa province. So, pwede natin gamitin yon as places where we can administer the vaccine. So, ano rin ang gagawin para makakuha ng vaccine, di ba? We are developing our online registration services. Siyempre, mag-appointment sila. Paano natin gagawin yon? Yung mga hospitals natin are located naman strategically. So, yun po, yung part ng plan. And how many can we administer in a day? So those are the things na pinapatrabaho ko sa ating team. Because I want La Union, I want every resident of La Union to be vaccinated as soon as possible. Because I believe that is the business of the day. Diba? That is the business of the day. Nung tinamaan tayo ng pandemic, di natin alam anong gagawin natin. So umpisa, we just had to, the business of the day then was to survive. Now that there are vaccines available already, but still on the final phase of approval by the FDA, at least prepared na tayo. So, yun po ang focus natin ngayon. I just want to share that because para alam nyo that we are doing something about it. Marami rin pong mga private individuals na nakipag-usap sa akin. They are willing also to, kung hindi namin kaya on our own, they are willing also to shell out funds para makakuha tayo ng vaccine. Kasi yung mga private individuals, hindi naman din sila pwedeng makadiretso. And they are counting on government to be able to connect with the pharmaceutical companies para makakuha po tayo ng supply. So gusto ko lang po i-share sa inyo. In closing, I share with you a quote from Haile Selassie, one of the most revered leaders of Ethiopia. And I quote, sabi niya, throughout history, it has been the inaction of those who could have acted, the indifference of those who should have known better, the silence of the voice of justice when it mattered most, that has made it possible for evil to triumph. I also share with you verse 21 from Romans chapter 12 of the New Living Translation version of the Holy Bible. And it says, don't let evil conquer you, but conquer evil by doing good. These messages underscore the importance of your role as policemen to the province of La Union and to the entirety of Region 1. I express the heart of La Union to all of you, and may you continue to commit in upholding the legacy brought down through the ages by our forebears, concord and amity, peace and love, unity and prosperity for the people of La Union, Region 1, and the whole country, our beloved Philippines. Thank you very much, and may God bless us all.
Thank you, sir, for that very inspiring message. We may now proceed to the presentation of plaque of appreciation and memento to our guest of honor and speaker by our Regional Director, Police Brigadier General Rodolfo Santos Azarin Jr., to be assisted by the members of the command group. Plaque of appreciation is presented to Honorable Francisco Emmanuel R. Ortega III, Governor, Province of La Union, in grateful appreciation of his presence and inspiring message as the guest of honor and speaker during the traditional Monday flag raising ceremony held at Police Regional Office 1. His support and encouragement contributed immensely to the improvement of professional outlook of PRO1 personnel as public servants and also a strengthening of PNP local government unit relations.
Pro1 would also like to present mementos to our honoree.
An ammunition replica containing PRO1 logo, which could serve as a container for hot or cold beverages. Dasilang Buneng, which is a replica of the sword used by Gabriela Silang, a Filipina revolutionary leader, best known as the first female leader of an Ilocano movement for independence from Spain. A miniature Voltes 5 figure, a promised memento by the Chief Philippine National Police. We would also like to give a simple token. We'd also like to give a simple token to our Councilor, Francisco Emmanuel Ortega IV, and to our Security Consultant, Mr. Greg Panelo, and also to our guest of honor and speaker. And to Mr. Rolly Rilloda, the head of Provincial DRRMO. Thank you, sir. Please be seated. At this juncture, may we request everyone to focus your attention at the LED wall for the PRO1's audiovisual presentation on Kasimbayanan.
I thought of involving ko yung mga church leaders natin na through them, we can relay the message to the community. Tulungan nilang magbago ang kanilang kapulisan, hindi lamang sa masamang gawain, but rather pati po sa kanilang trabaho upang lalo ako sila maging masigasig sa mga tungkulin.
I believe God has established three great institutions to govern humankind. First, the church hierarchy. Second, the state or the government. And third, the law enforcement. When these three institutions are at peace with each other, when they work harmoniously together, when these three institutions serve the people well without any pretension, they will be bringing heaven here.
This kasimbayanan program, kapulisan, simbahan, pamayanan, is a testament that indeed peace and order is not the task of the government alone. Social harmony is a collective effort, and everybody has an important role to play.
We're going to compare yung decent representation last year at ngayon po. Almost 50% po nila sa actual country. Meaning, ang tao po, sila po yung magpo-cooperate at susunod po sa batas ay malaking bagay po yun para sa ganun yung progreso o yung ekonomiya ng bayan o ng probinsya, lalo pa po sumunod. Dito lang, sinabi ko ba, meron tayong decent order framework na tawag natin M plus K plus K equals K, o malasakit plus kaayusan plus kapayapaan equals kontra. Yung malasakit po, yung dress na sabi ko, nakasagot po namin sa internal fencing ng PNP na we need yung mga report coming from the citizen, ano po ba ang nangyayari sa kanilang kapulisan. Ano po ba yung pagkakapuso kung meron man na ginagawa ng kanilang kapulisan sa kanilang lugar para i-report ko nila sa amin para mabigyan ko sila ng karapakan. Parusa, ma-investigahan ko at mabigyan ko sila ng leksyon. And then sa kaayusan naman po, ang pinipasayas ko natin dito ay yun na sana magpupunto natin ng mamamayan sa batas para hindi po tayo. And then for the kapayapaan naman, tutuloy natin sagot doon sa LCAP ng ating mahal na Pangulong Duterte, yung Local Community Structure Plan. So ito po ay isang samahan ng agency ng gobyerno na hinihingi po natin ano po ang problema ng mga barangay at ipaparating po natin sa concerned agency. So, include yung mga local executives na tinutulungan naman po ng ating mga local leaders. So, kung meron po yung time natin ngayon, hindi po malayo na yung progreso o yung kaunahan ay mangyayari po sa kung ito po. So again, maraming salamat po. Let's work free!
Now, ladies and gentlemen, please all rise as we sing with great pride and honor the PRO1 hymn, to be followed by the PNP hymn, PNP Lingkod ng Bayan.
As we gather around and pray to our God, we'll say, all road has the PNP. Ilocos region, our mission and vision. Ilocos PNP, by the community. Ilocos region, part of the nation. Ilocos PNP, best in the country. Number one in this organization. Pangasinan, Ilocos, Ilocos, Protect the home of friendly PNP. As we gather around and pray to our God, we will say, oh Lord, bless the PNP. Ilocos region, our mission and vision. Ilocos PNP. Ilocos region, part of the nation. Ilocos PNP, the best in the country. Ilocos region, one mission and vision. Ilocos PNP, the community. Ilocos region, part of the nation. Ilocos PNP.
concludes our ceremony for this morning. Have a blessed week to all.